Hey, what's up, VC? It's me. I'm back. Not permanently, I'm sure. As you know, if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, my videos have been hit or miss the last couple years. I haven't posted hardly anything record related. The last couple years have been crazy. I've moved 4 times. Just my whole world has completely changed. All for the better, but I just haven't gotten around to really getting back into YouTube. Just needed a break from it mentally, everything. So anyway, that's enough about that. I hope to start making full videos again in the future, record hauls, record related videos, music related videos. I just haven't gotten around to it. I have still been buying records and stuff. That has not stopped. My collection has almost doubled since I moved the first time. I'm sitting right around 4,000 records total right now, and it's just crazy. I'm going through and purging stuff that I don't listen to just because I don't have a whole lot of space anymore like I used to, and it just, yeah. But anyway, I stumbled across a collection this morning, and I had to make a video about this because there's just some killer stuff in this, and I got it for a deal, and it was awesome. I have bought collections over the past couple years, but just nothing that's been this cool, except for that metal haul I had a couple years ago that I did make a video about. So anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Basically, this guy posted a picture of 3 totes here of records for 50 bucks. They were all turned sideways, so you could see the spines, but it wasn't a clear picture, so you really couldn't see what was in there. So I just figured, well, I'll go check them out. 50 bucks, the worst thing, it's all junk. I can just say no. Best case, there's some cool stuff in there. I was not expecting as much cool stuff as there is in here. So yeah, there's right around 132 records, so that's roughly 37 cents each. That's just me being a math nerd and wanting to know numbers. But you'll see some of this stuff. I mean, there's a couple really nice records in here. So yeah, when I got there, basically, I didn't even have to look through them really, because I saw one album on the front of one of them that was worth the 50 bucks by itself. So I was like, well. And another thing, as you'll see, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. It's a very eclectic collection. It's a lot of the stuff I like. So it's a lot of classic rock, some blues stuff, and just some other cool stuff. There's not a whole lot of other stuff. It's just mainly that stuff. There's a couple punk albums. There's only 2, which is kind of cool. But anyway, he told me that this was his personal collection that he's had for the last 40 years, and he just is needing to get rid of everything. And he also told me that this is half of his collection he had a couple months ago. He had a guy come through and pick through this collection, and the guy bought the stuff that he wanted, but some of the stuff that he left here, I don't know what he took. There must have been some amazing grail stuff that guy wanted. But yeah, I mean, this for 50 bucks, I just couldn't believe the stuff in here. So we'll get right into it. So basically, this first box is the stuff that's a maybe for me. I'm either going to see if I need upgrades or just some of this stuff, listen to and see if I want to keep it. If not, I may sell this stuff. So we got Yes, Close to the Edge, Yes, Tornado, Blood Rock 2, I think that's an upgrade. This is cool, King Crimson USA live. This has John Wetton from Asia, so I'm definitely going to check that one out. James Brown, Cold Sweat, an OG copy, that's cool. Wishbone Ash, Pilgrimage, Dr. John, City Lights. This Elvis might be an upgrade, nothing too special. This is cool compilation from Europe. It's got a bunch of cool bands on it. Jeff Beck. The Best of War, Rick Wakeman, PFM Cook, Traffic, The Nice, George Carlin. There's a bunch of Monty Python albums, so that's kind of cool. Mingus, David Peel on the Lower East Side, Pete Sinfield, Rolling Stones, Traffic, Stephen Stills. As you can see, it's a lot of like classic rock stuff, but good stuff. King Crimson, Traffic again, The Doors, Deep Purple, Stephen Stills. This is a cool King Crimson like compilation. This is one of the punk albums, The Dead Kennedys. It's just a compilation, but that's kind of cool. John Mayall. There's The Doors again. The Replacements. So this was the other, I guess they're not really punk, but the only other one like that. Tin Machine, this is kind of cool. This is a band with David Bowie that I didn't know about before this. There's a lot of Bowie in here, as you'll see. There's a 12-inch single, Labyrinth 12-inch, Steve Goodman, Heroes, David Bowie Low. David Live. Can't think of the name of this right now, but I know it's an iconic album. Genesis Live. I think this is the album from one of these jackets. What is this? Oh no, it's a Marillion 12-inch single. Genesis again, Jeff Beck, and Yes songs. Okay, so this next box here is the stuff that I'm for sure keeping. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Welcome Back My Friends to the Show That Never Ends, a live album. Jeff Beck Truth and Beck Ola on one album, so that's kind of cool. John Lee Hooker in person. It's called Jimi Hendrix. Woke up this morning and found myself dead. I'd never seen this before, but it's Jimmy with Jim Morrison, Johnny Winter, and Buddy Miles. Robert Plant, Now and Zen. It's one of his albums that I didn't have. Unfortunately, it's got some water damage, but still a filler for right now. There was a lot of Led Zeppelin in here. Led Zeppelin 3, Robin Trower, Bridge of Sighs, Presence, Coda. There's Houses of the Holy. Doesn't have the cover, but I think this is an upgrade album for a copy I have. Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman, and Howe. That's a cool album from 1990, I think, or maybe it's 89. Yeah, it's 1989. Basically, Yes, later on, but they have a different name. Led Zeppelin 4, Pink Floyd The Wall. This cool raw blues compilation with a bunch of killer guitar players on it. Eric Clapton. What is this? Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. Couldn't think of it for a second. Momentary Lapse of Reason, Relics, A Nice Pair, Marillion. Reel to Reel. I've been wanting to get into Marillion, but I didn't know where to start, and I don't have any of their albums up until now, so I'm just going to keep this and start there. Jeff Beck's Guitar Shop, Trout Mask Replica, Jazz Blues Fusion, John Mayall, Robert Johnson, King of the Delta Blues Singers, Freddie King, Hideaway, Great Moments with B.B. King. It's just a compilation, but still cool. Eric Clapton, Journeyman, John Mayall with the Blues Breakers, Led Zeppelin 2. It's not an RL. I was hoping it was, but it's not. Neil Young, Freedom, Layla, Deep Purple, Machine Head. That's a later reissue from the 70s or early 80s, but anything Deep Purple I'm going to keep. Derek and the Dominoes, Live, Physical Graffiti, I Am the Blues, Willie Dixon, the Allman Brothers, Professor Longhair, Sonny Boy Williamson, Pink Floyd, Ummagumma. And then on to the better stuff. Well, I'll start here. This is some of the stuff. This is my sell box pretty much. None of this stuff I'm going to keep. But this is some of the lesser stuff that's not as cool, and I'll get to some of the Grail stuff up front. So Tommy James and the Shondells, the Rolling Stones, Little Feat, Stevie Wonder, Bowie. There's just a lot of like classic rock stuff that I just either already have or don't need here. But some killer stuff. There's a lot of Bowie. Wait, some of this is out of order because I'm definitely keeping that one. Okay. Now some of this must have got mixed up. But anyway, Dave Bowie. I think actually this was some of the stuff that was a maybe for me. Maybe upgrades. Okay, so on to the big Grail stuff. Sorry I messed that up. Joni Mitchell Blue. It's one of those albums. It's a great album, but I've found 3 or 4 copies already, and it's a solid $40 or $50 album, so that was cool. This one I'd never heard of. Beulah, I think. The Coast is Never Clear. This is a cool indie rock album from the early 2000s. I'm not into indie rock, but this is like a $150 record, so that was cool. Joni Mitchell, Pearl Jam, Yield. This is an OG copy. Led Zeppelin, Bonzo's Birthday Party. That's really cool. Bootleg. Garcia's Gang, Jerry Garcia, REM, Murmur, Tin Machine. I might keep this, but the reason I'm unsure about keeping it is this is like a $50 record, so I don't know if I can justify keeping that. Pearl Jam, Vitalogy. This was actually the album I saw on the front, and when I saw it, I thought, if that's an OG, that's worth the price of admission alone right there. Elton John, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. This is cool. If Pigs Could Fly, a bootleg, Pink Floyd bootleg from the mid-'80s. Pink Floyd, I'm not even going to pronounce that. It's a city in Germany, I believe. It's an early bootleg. Led Zeppelin, the 1975 World Tour bootleg. This is Lard. I'm not entirely sure who they are. But yeah, so that's the collection, and I just wanted to make a quick video about it. So yeah, peace out, take care, God bless, and I will talk to you again soon.